It's week 1 of the NFL, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Chargers and the Raiders, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the move to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd and 10. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, rolling with it, and picking up a first down.
Right, and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Herbert following the turnover. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert now. And his throw is incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw left side, complete to Tony. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Herbert back to the air. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Noah Gray from 3 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Myers in motion right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to Bowers once again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. In motion, Hill. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Now 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Wiggles. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Back to throw now on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On play action, they'll throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. In motion, Hill. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Chargers. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Herbert. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, with a juke. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Short throw caught by Bowers. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught left side by the tight end Gray. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. Here's Herbert. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Back to throw again. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Herbert throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A handoff as they run the counter play. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Herbert able to find Gray here. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 3rd and 5. Now it's Herbert. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Herbert now. That's complete to Tony. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this pass broken up. And a contact well of time there. And now 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw here. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Taken right around the 44. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. In motion, Hill. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Tuipulotu got in and dropped him. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
False start, offense.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime.